Good morning. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a great day. It took me a couple tries to get going, but here we are. We are doing it. There's no failure, only feedback. And the only way that you get to where you want to go is pick yourself up and keep on moving forward. I just had to restart this live like 3 times. And then that means also that I have to repeat myself because a lot of people don't get on at the beginning of the lives, but a lot of people like to watch the replay. So I got to repeat myself. I don't even remember what I said, so we're just going to roll with it. I really enjoy doing these lives, and sometimes I prep myself and I have things that I want to speak on, and sometimes I don't, and today I don't. I'm just going to riff on things, and if you are jumping on and you want some free coaching and you have questions for me, let me know. I am here for it. But these lives are helping me in so many different ways. So if you haven't gone live on Instagram in a while or ever, I highly suggest... I just realized that this is my ring that I got yesterday. Anyways, I highly suggest that you start doing it because not only, when I first started jumping back into lives, I used to go live on Facebook every single day. I don't know when that stopped, but it stopped at some point. And then I decided I wanted to go back and start going live again for a couple of reasons, but I wanted to test out how to start going live on Instagram to see if it would help my growth. And then also when I learned about Opus Clip, I'm like, I am going to take advantage of this. I know I talk about this in every single live video, but I will come on here. I will chat with you guys. I will share all the things, and then I will download the video, upload it to YouTube, upload it into Opus Clip. And yesterday, it gave me 17 short videos that I can use across all platforms. So TikTok, Reels, and all of those things. So it's really benefited me in that way. And like I said, when I first started showing up on live on Instagram a month ago or so, my videos were not getting any traction, but I stayed consistent. This is important. No matter what you choose to do or how you choose to show up on social media, the most important thing is that you can be consistent with it, even if it's pushing you outside of your comfort zone, but that you can consistently show up and do the things over and over and over again for a long period of time. So for instance, this has taken me 30 days to get to this point, but I won't give up now because I really want to see what the results are in 60 days. So the first couple times that I started to show up, I was only getting 1 or 2 views, even on the replay, but I decided to keep going. And so now I'm not getting this is not, crazy amounts of views, but my, longer videos are now getting 50, 60 views even after I post. So the replays are really getting some attention. Plus it's helping me to create so much more content. So it's really working smarter and not harder. But if I would have given up in the first time that I tried it, I would have never given Instagram Lives a chance to work for me and to see if it was something that I really wanted to do. So many people give up before they even receive the feedback, whether something is working or not. And I see this all the time in the online space, especially if somebody receives a lot of success, in the beginning, maybe you attract a lot of followers right away, or you have something go viral, or your first launch is huge, and then you go to do the second launch, or maybe even it's that 5th launch or something like that, and you don't get the results that you once got, and so you just give up. But those moments of I'm actually writing a chapter in a book called Quit or Shift, because I used to be the absolute queen of quitting. I literally quit everything. And when I finally stopped identifying as a quitter, there's a time and place to quit. I'll say that. Quitting things have definitely benefited me. But also there's a time and place to shift, especially if it's something that you really, really want to achieve and you want to do. And when you can reignite the momentum in a way that allows you to keep going, this is something that I teach inside of the Road to 3K Mastermind. But when you can reignite that momentum, magic happens because you keep going, right? You got to have the devotion to what you're doing in order to show up consistently, even when you feel like things aren't working, or even when you think that there's a dip happening in whatever it is that you're doing. So the thing that stops people the most is quitting before they even see the success, or having the success, not having the success, and then quitting. I mean, I can tell you right now that my first launch that I launched for my own coaching business, so outside of network marketing, I had an amazing launch. I did $3,600 in sales. I was like blown away. But then I think it was like my third or fourth launch, I launched something and literally nobody signed up for it. But that didn't stop me. I took the feedback from that launch and I, decided if I was going to relaunch that program again or not. And I moved forward. It's always this game of figuring out what isn't working and what's not, or what is working and what's not working. And sometimes we just take the game too freaking serious. And when we take the game too serious, then we never even, we don't have fun doing what we're doing, and we never get to where we want to go because we get frustrated and we give up. So, how can you take the pressure off? How can you take the expectations off as much? Yes, I know we want to manifest. Yes, I know we want to impact people. Yes, I know we want to make these big incomes. But you're already going to be going down this journey one way or another. You're already going to be going down this path one way or another. Why would you want to go down this path kicking and screaming and fighting? Why don't we surrender to the process and have fun while we do it? Doesn't mean you're not going to have times when you are crying and you're sitting in the bathroom and you're like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. I'm just going to go get a job, because that happens too. In fact, it happens in every journey. Yesterday I went to go pick up my bikini for my competition. That's in 17, 16 days, something like that. And I was talking to the lady. She's been in this industry for a really long time. And she's like, have you cried yet? I'm like, have I cried yet? I am not a crier, and I have cried over this. The emotions through this process have been way up here and way down here. The only way, and I said this in my post yesterday, but the only way that I can explain it is it's like when you're pregnant and your hormones are all over the place, and you really want to enjoy being pregnant and you want to enjoy the journey, but you're also ready for the end result and you're ready for the next chapter, and you kind of just want to move on. And one day you feel really good and really high, and the next day you don't. In fact, this is how it feels when you're growing a social media brand too. But the biggest lesson that I've learned through this experience of training for my first fitness competition is the fact that feelings are just feelings. They aren't positive, they aren't negative, they just are. And when you can surrender to the feelings instead of trying to figure out the feelings, instead of trying to get out of the feelings, just be okay, this is what I'm feeling right now. It might feel uncomfortable, it might feel good, it might not feel good, but these feelings will pass. They pass a lot quicker when you don't try to fight them and you don't try to get out of them as quickly as possible. And so one of the really huge things that I've learned through this process is how to surrender. And it's not something that comes natural to me. It's something that I work on daily. And I'm finding that it's helping me in different areas of my life, learning to surrender when things happen. And it just makes life to be a lot calmer and a lot more peaceful, and just kind of knowing that everything always works out exactly as it should, exactly when it should, and all of the things. And so leaning into surrender has also allowed me to build that muscle of trust with myself, with life, with the universe, with all of the things. And I just I don't know, I'm just on this path where it's so much deeper than social media. And I know that it's so much deeper than social media, but I still want to use social media as my tool to get people there, right? I've had the thought, should I pivot? Should I try something new? Should I go back to health and fitness coaching? All of the things. And if you watch my stories today, I actually talked about something that's coming up next year that's going to combine all of it, because I feel like this is important. I like working with women who want to create their own reality through running a business on social media. That is what I'm here to do. but it's so much deeper than let me give you this strategy. Let me give you this posting schedule. Let me give you the way that you should create your content. It's so much deeper than that. And those things are usually not what's holding people back. People pretty much know what to do. This is why in every single one of my programs and my courses, I did that the wrong way. I focus on identity shifting. I focus on mindset work. I focus on releasing limiting beliefs and stepping into the version of yourself that already has the thing that you desire, because that's usually what's holding you back. It's not trying to figure out what to do. It's actually like doing the thing. I was having this conversation with my husband yesterday because I was like, my brain, one of the reasons why I decided to do this competition is because I knew that this journey was going to take me on a deeper journey. It was not just about changing my body. It was about growing the confidence within myself, and then also the deep spiritual journey that was going to happen along the way, because I knew it was going to happen. But I was talking to my husband and I'm like, should I just go back and get my personal training cert? And he's like, is that what you really want to do? And I'm like, it's not a fuck yes. It's not a fuck yes. Like, I don't really want to help women with workouts, and I don't really want to help women with their macros. Like, I have people I can send you to for that. What I want to help you do is I want to help you. There's some bumps right there. I want to help you to learn to trust yourself. I want to help you to figure out how you can show up for the things that you want in your life. I want to help you figure out the things that you don't want in your life, because a lot of times the reason like people get frustrated, especially in the online space with growing a business, is they start wanting things that they actually don't want. And then they start to get really frustrated with the fact that they don't have the thing, when probably the reason why they don't have the thing is because they're wanting something that they don't actually want. And so like the work that I do is so much deeper than that. And, if I were to step back into the health and fitness arena, I don't want to give you the strategy. I don't want to, that's out there. You can Google that. You can find that. The work that I want to do is I want to help you shift your identity to become a person who takes care of themselves. I want to help you shift your identity to a person who is consistently showing up for themselves, who doesn't feel like it's a chore, who doesn't feel like it's something that is so hard and so out of reach. That's the work that I want to do. When I work with you on your social media game, I want to help you to heal your relationship to receiving attention. That is a huge one that not a lot of people talk about, but there is a relationship that you have to receiving attention. And if that relationship is not, healed, or you're not working on it, a couple things will happen. You'll never receive the attention because you're going to be blocking it, or you will receive the attention, you won't know what to do with it, and it's not going to end up going the right way. In fact, at the top of my head, I can think of a few people on TikTok that I can tell that they do not have a real healthy relationship with receiving attention, just because of the way their quote unquote fame has gone, right? You'll see people, they'll go up really high, they'll have all this fame, and then all of a sudden they crash down and they don't have anything and they can't figure out how to sustain it. Well, a lot of that is because they don't have a good relationship with receiving attention, and it can be real detrimental to people. And it's the same thing with your relationship to social media. I've been talking about this a lot lately too, is you have to have that relationship to social media. And overall, in all of this, what you really need is you need a relationship with yourself where you trust yourself, where you can trust your intuition, where you don't have to look outside of yourself for the answers, where you can go inside and figure out, okay, what is it that I really want to do? Where do I really want to go? Is this the right decision for me? Instead of looking outside of yourself and asking all your things, or asking for all the things. And this is especially true when it comes to figuring out what strategy is going to work for you to build a social media platform. I feel like a lot of people come to me after they try all of the strategies. They're like, okay, I tried this person's strategy who taught me to post this many times a day. I use this person's strategy, when she taught me to create these types of videos and this type of content over and over again. And it worked for a little bit, but now it's not working, or it didn't work for me at all. Why is it working for everybody else, but it's not working for me? And the truth is there is no end all be all strategy when it comes to creating a social media brand. And so once people go through that, where they've tried everybody else's strategy and tried to be somebody they're not, then they come to me and they're like, okay, what do I do now? And it's usually not a strategy problem that we have to work with. It's a trusting yourself problem. It's a healing your relationship with yourself problem, to where we can figure out what is going to be the best way for you to take action in a consistent way. I'm tying this back to the beginning, because you have to figure out how you can show up consistently over a long period of time before you can even see if something is working or if something is not working. And if you're not in it for the long haul, like, it's just not going to last that long. I have seen so many people in the online space. I've been in the online space since 2011, and I have seen so many people come and go. And you know, some people go, and that's because maybe they never really even wanted to be on social media. I think you see this a lot in network marketing and direct sales. People get talked into making more money, and then they try to be somebody that they're not, and they don't really want to be on social media, but they force themselves to, and then they leave, and that's fine. You know, you're just motivated kind of by the wrong things. And we all fall into that because we're very easily influenced people in general, right? We are very influential people, and we are also very easily influenced if we don't have the self-awareness around that. It took me like 8 years into my journey on social to really figure out what it was that I wanted and what it was that I didn't want. And then there are people who do want to keep going, and they do want to figure it out. And I'm here to help those people figure out, like, what do you want? What do you don't want? How is this strategy going to work with your life, with your kids, with all of the things that you have going on, instead of just giving you this like roadmap of, oh, try this, do this, work harder, post more. Like, no, it doesn't fucking work for everybody. Everybody has something that's individualized. And for the longest time, to be honest and vulnerable with you, like, I think that has held me back from truly stepping into the coach that I want to be, because so many people just want the answers. But to be honest with you, that's not even what a coach does. And some people call themselves experts or mentors, and maybe that's like what you're looking for. But a coach is somebody that helps you find your way of doing things. A coach is somebody that helps you guides you to get the answers for yourself. I just can't stand when everyone's like, this is so duplicatable. It's probably not. It's probably not duplicatable. Can other people figure it out in their own way? Absolutely. But if you're telling people what they're doing isn't working, or they're not working hard enough, that is complete and utter bullshit. Nobody has the same behind the scenes life. Nobody has, you don't have going on what I have going on in my life. And that's okay. We can all still be successful, but we're all going to be successful in our own different ways. And I feel that, like, I have always been like, we talked about this too, I don't remember on which live, but the extremist of over here on the pendulum and then swinging over here. And now I'm right here, and my message may not be heard as loud to as many people because I'm not extreme, but I'm okay with that, because I don't want to create false hope. And I don't want to, create a sense of like, sign up with me and I'm going to be your magic pill. Like, no, I am not your magic pill. You are your magic pill. Your self-awareness, your intuition, your gifts are your magic, right? Like, and we're all so different. We all have so many different gifts. And so anyways, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but I am here to help you too with social media and to figure out what to post. And that's why I think that my upcoming workshop, What the Fuck Do I Post, is going to be so freaking powerful, because not only am I going to help you with ideas on what to post, but I'm going to teach you how you work and how you can come up with your way. A poor connection, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.